Hi, it's Lori from Coast to Coast Craft Girls coming to you from the West Coast. Today I wanted to share a really fun card that I made using the Anna Griffin 3D Paradise dies. And then the paper pad is from In Love Arts. It's called Sea Wave. It's one of my favorites that I've used a number of times. But and then the frame is from Anna Griffin as well. It's from Crop at Home 5. And it's super easy to make, goes together very fast, and but a really fun card. So let me show you how it's made. This is such a fun card, and it's so easy to make. So 5x7 card base, plain white. I cut, this is an Anna Griffin frame. Let me find it. It looks like this. It's from the Crop at Home 5 event, and it's the largest frame with the inner die to cut the aperture. And I just cut it out of some blue cardstock. And I've got a little sanding block, and it's a white core paper. And I'm just barely touching it. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I want it to look a little bit distressed. I don't want it to be solid white. I just want it to look kind of distressed, because to make that beachy theme, I think having it sort of look a little distressed is good. And so that's what I want. So I'm just giving it a very soft sanding. If you have a white core cardstock, if you don't have white core cardstock, if you have solid core cardstock, don't do this. It won't do anything. You can see that it's just got that little bit of white. And then I've got a piece of, this paper is from In Love Arts. It's called Sea Wave. Love this paper pad. Absolutely love it. And I'm going to glue that on just kind of right in the middle of my card. And then, because that's going to go as the background for my aperture, which is going to sit on top of there. And so it's a 6x6 paper pad with a 5x7 card, but it's, because of the frame, you're not going to know. It's not going to show. So let me go ahead and get that on there. And I'm just going to use some wet glue so that I can wiggle it around and make sure I've got it in the right spot. Get it. It doesn't have to be right in the middle. It just has to be close enough that the frame is gonna cover all the white. So see, frame's gonna be like that. And I put foam tape on it just to raise it up and give it a little bit of dimension. Push it down, and now you can see the paper, but you can't tell that it's not full size. And I don't mind the white. If you don't like the looks of the white coming out, you trim your card base down a little bit smaller. I don't mind that. I think it's fine. And now it's just about embellishment. So I cut from the Anna Griffin 3D Paradise dies. I cut the chair in white cardstock, and then I just took a light blue ink pad and just kind of put a little bit of light blue ink over the top, just to kind of take off that stark white. And it's going to sit here. And then I cut the umbrella, and I cut the bottom piece out of silver mirror card, and you can see I cut that much. And then I cut the top piece out of this teal card, and then I just trimmed that section off, and I'm going to glue it right on top of the silver. And you just want enough of the silver so that you have something to glue the teal onto. And it's going to go like that, and then that's going to sit behind my chair. But inside the card frame. So I think I'll put it probably about like that, and then put my chair on top. So like that. Okay. So let's glue these together. Yeah, right about there. So I'm going to glue it down here, and then I'll glue it there, and I'll put some foam underneath there, that part. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to put my chair right here, and I'm going to glue here, 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 and I'm just going to put some 3D glue underneath there again to support it. So I cut from that same die set, that 3D Paradise dies, I cut a starfish, and I'm going to just kind of put that just for some extra decoration. I was going to actually leave it just like that, but I feel like it's a little bit plain. So we're going to put a little starfish down here on the frame. And then I cut 3 of these leaves, one out of a mirror, a matte mirror, and then, or 2 out of the matte mirror and 1 out of a shiny mirror. And I'm just going to kind of layer these up like that in that corner. Just like that. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, so just a little bit of added decoration. You don't have to, but I do like that better. But really fun card. Love this die set. A lot of fun. So super easy to make, goes together quick, perfect for a retirement or something like that, or someone who just loves the beach and the sun. So thanks for watching.